MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Ian Happ, with the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next. Adbert Alzolay gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Tucupita Marcano, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Tucupita Marcano.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Castro is at the plate as he watches ball 1. He's got that average pushing up near 360 now. 10 home runs and 34 driven in. This one's down to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Batting third, the shortstop, O'Neill Cruz.
Into the box now, O'Neill Cruz, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the 1-0. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second, to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
And the fastball sails on him, and that's to the backstop. And he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Here's Carlos Santana now. First delivery to him on the way.
Yep, that ball went out.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Runners are at first and third, one away. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through for a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Roll. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Roll, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
A 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
To second for one.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smith is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Count even at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. Mitch Keller will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's kept his average up in recent games. The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
Yeah, and if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way. You don't want somebody to go in a massive slump and fall off the map. This is going to be a race to the end, 2 guys fighting it out, and who's going to have the best finish to the season.
The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
What a hot streak. Stay hot, my friend. Up over
good.
290. He is flirting with that 300, elusive 300 batting average mark.
The next Cub up, Franmil Reyes. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there at the letters 0-1. Though he's been stellar overall, his batting numbers over the last 10 games are closer to the league average.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race, but he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
On a rope to the second baseman. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
So here's Cody Bellinger. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
D-Row, this guy's just off the pace for the RBI title. Less than 3 runs batted in his last 10 games.
He's had such a productive season. I'm fired up to see the guys in front of him get on base. Give him an opportunity to get right back in this race.
Pitch is popped up. Santana is there. And the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate, Cal Mitchell comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Cal Mitchell.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey! 0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. And his average has been hovering close to 300 in recent games, but for a guy who's competing for a batting title, he'll want to pick up the pace even more.
He knows it. He knows he has to pick up the pace a little bit. This isn't going to get it done. The last 10 games, although he's finding ways to help his team and get on base, if he's got any chance of winning this batting crown, he's going to have to elevate his batting average just a little bit more.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Jason DeLay. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there. Skied into straightaway right. Suzuki is there. 2 down.
Batting 9. The pitcher, Mitch Keller.
Ready now, Mitch Keller. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And you can already tell he's got his sights set on a batting title with a batting average of over 400 in his last 10 games here in September.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point. Not give.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Stepping into the box, Suzuki. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Number 27.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Keller is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
3-0 now. And while he's been a dominant offensive force this year, a quick look at his last 10 games paints a bleaker picture. His batting average is below 250 over that stretch.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left. You're fighting for a batting title. He has to find a way to maybe take 2 steps back, maybe give away an at-bat to calibrate that fastball again.
At the plate, Alfonso Rivas, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. From the stretch, pitch out, nothing doing. Suzuki on at first, nobody out. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
To the plate now, Nico Horner, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.